on Broncos country. So our first preseason game is just 2 days away. We're going to be playing the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to get our first look really at just what this offense is going to look like. Yes, Case Keenum and our starters won't get a majority of the playing time. But again, I went to training camp and what I saw from Case Keenum was a lot of good things. So I'm pleased with Case and what he's going to do. I'm honestly just going to look to see what we have in worst case scenario, which is the football gods become merciless hacks again and injure Case Keenum. So again, guys, we're just going to get a look to see what we have. Paxton Lynch, I don't expect much from. I actually expect a little bit from Chad Kelly and this team. You also can't forget that this was the exact same team that Case Keenum took to the NFC Championship game just over a year ago, and now they got Kirk Cousins. And we also can't forget that Trevor Siemian, who we traded away in the offseason, is now with the Minnesota Vikings. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see because Trevor is Kirk Cousins' backup. So, yeah, that'll be fun to watch. I can't remember if it's here or if it's in Minnesota. If it's in Denver, oh boy, Trevor's not going to get a warm welcome from Broncos country. And I don't expect him to. I mean, he was basically Pix McGee and didn't exactly give us what we wanted. He didn't give us a solid QB. But I'm not really here to talk about the preseason game, though I actually will do a recap video for that game. But I'm actually here to talk about something else entirely, and that is predictions. Guys, I'm just here to give you guys my predictions for the 2018 season and how I think we're going to do. Now, I don't expect it to be as bad as last season. I honestly don't. I actually expect Vance Joseph to learn a lot from this offseason. I know a lot of guys hate Vance Joseph, but you know what? It takes some time. He's a first-time head coach. Remember, Doug Peterson didn't exactly have a strong first showing with the Philadelphia Eagles in his first year. Then in his second season, they went straight to the Super Bowl and they won it. So yeah, I say, you know what? Let's give him a shot. You know what? If Doug Peterson can pull something off, then maybe Vance can too. Well, no, we're going to see. We have Bill Musgrave as our offensive coordinator. He's really good. We still have Joe Woods, who I think is a good defensive coordinator. Our defense is still elite, and we got an offense that can move the ball now. So it's going to be good. However, unlike some Broncos fans, I am not blind to the fact that we might not go to the Super Bowl. I honestly don't expect this team to win a Super Bowl because I think this is a bit of a re-jump year. Not rebuilding per se, but more of a restart. A bit of a chance to see where we can go from here. Because keep in mind, Case Keenum is still relatively young. He's still got a lot left in him. So, yeah, I say Case Keenum, this is just a chance to see where he can take us. Of course, if we can get to the Super Bowl, I'll be okay with that. I expect the best out of this team is an 11-5 record, and I think we're going to be in the AFC wildcard spot. I actually kind of hope I'm wrong about that. Of course, I want us to win the AFC West. Of course, I want us to win the conference. Of course, I want us to go to the Super Bowl. I want that every year. But if I am being realistic and grounded, I expect a 11-5 season with a wild card spot, and I think that's honestly respectable. A good flip around from last year. We have an offense that can finally move the ball. Our defense is absolutely stacked. Bradley Chubb is going to add a lot to that pass rush. So yeah, I say 11-5 record. I say at worst a 6-10 season, maybe third in the West. I don't think we'll finish last, and I think our middle of the road is a 9-7 finish. Now, I do expect this offense to be way better. I expect the defense to still be great. I expect this team to, of course, compete. I think that we're going to, because if you didn't know, it's pretty much, I think after week 6 in the last half of the season, we pretty much just lied down and quit. I think it was after the Chiefs game. I think we had some competition in that Chiefs game. We showed a lot of fight in the Kansas City game, that Monday night game. But after Trevor threw those 3 interceptions and that cost us the game, I think the team knew that we really didn't have much left. And so the team, they just kind of quit. The defense absolutely quit because they knew, like, hey, they're just going to waste our performance. It doesn't matter what we do anyways. So, of course, I don't expect us to exactly quit this season. I expect us to compete because Case Keenum has obviously shown he can lead an offensive team. And I know people worried about offensive line, but keep in mind, the Minnesota Vikings last year, despite their big run and the fact that their offense was explosive, did not have a great offensive line last year. And Keenum was able to overcome that and still lead them as far as he did. So I expect Case Keenum to be able to overcome even not good pass blocking. If Keenum can do it before, I expect him to do it now. And Yeah, people say, yeah, he's got, yeah, he had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. We still have Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas. Jake Butt is showing to be a promising tight end. I actually really do like Jeff Heuerman. I think Heuerman's a solid tight end. He showed a bit of it last year. Cortland Sutton is a great pickup. I love what we got from him. He's showing great stuff this past offseason. I expect this offense to move the ball. I expect the defense to still be good. Guys, I have high hopes for this season. I'm a bit of an optimist. I don't like to be negative. Of course, I'm a realist, but hey, I expect great things this season out of our team. Expect us to do great, guys. I think we're a dark horse can. I think a lot of people are sleeping on us, and honestly, we love that. I mean, it got us to a Super Bowl back in 2015. So, guys, expect this team to do well. I will make a recap for the Vikings game. I don't think I'll do it for the other preseason games because then it's all pretty much the same. But I'll do it for the Vikings game because we're gonna get our first look, and especially we're gonna get our first guys at Sutton, like Chubb. We're going to get our first look at guys like that, and that's going to be huge because we're going to get to see what Chubb's going to bring because he actually won the starting job. I saw depth charts just a couple days ago. He's starting, which is a shock to me. I honestly thought it would be Shaq Barrett, but I think Shaq Barrett, I don't know. But, yeah, Chubb is starting. I expect Sutton to pull out some big stops because he could be the future of this receiving core when Demaryius and Sanders are gone. So, anyway, guys, that's just it for me. Let me know, guys, your opinion, what you expect out of this game, and what do you expect out of this season. Again, this is just my predictions. Again, I hope I'm actually wrong and that we do better, but at the same time, 11-5 wild card, considering where we were last year and even back in 2016, I think that's respectable. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Broncos country, adios.